What is up, ladies and gentlemen? Lynn here with another episode of this podcast. This is episode number 61, and we're going to be talking a bit of randomness today. So, yes, we have a skeleton crew today. So, we're going to go ahead and have everyone introduce themselves, and then we will go ahead and get started. So we'll start with Mr. Will of Gaming. What up, Will?
What up, Lynn? Hello, everybody. This is Will from the Will of Gaming. How are y'all doing today? I hope everybody's having a great time. And let's do this. Let's do this.
Go do it.
We're going to do it. We're going to do it. Do it. Sorry.
Next, we have Dirty. What's up, Dirty? Shout out to EJ. Hi, EJ.
Hey, EJ.
All right. What's up, EJ? What's up, YouTube? What's up, y'all? It's Dirty, and yeah, we're about to do this podcast, the Skeleton Crew way. So let's do
We
it.
have a couple of things that we'll discuss today. Well, one thing I would like to ask you guys too is what games have you all been playing, and are you so whoever go first?
For me, the game that I've been currently playing, I've been playing some Mario Kart 8 Deluxe.
Oh yeah.
So I've been playing that, and in terms of like PlayStation, I've been playing. I just platinum Watch Dogs 2. So I'm going to be live streaming soon, so I'm going to start a new game. I'm not sure if it's Resident Evil 7 or Darksiders. I'm not sure yet, but one of the two.
Cool. I've been gaming here and there. Been playing some NBA 2K17, NBA Playgrounds, the Call of Duty, the remastered edition. And I've been playing some Neo Geo games. So,
Ooh, yeah. Are you playing Samurai Showdown?
I had a Samurai Showdown, but I've been playing more of the King of Fighters.
King of Fighters. Okay, cool.
I love the King of Fighters. I put it right up there, if not ahead of Street Fighter.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Shout out to Chariot Man Videos.
What's up, Chariot Man?
Now what have I been playing? I have basically been. Well, I played a little bit of Disgaea 5, and guess what? I played this game before.
And you forgot?
I forgot.
You forgot.
New Year.
I forget, man.
So I've been playing a little bit of that. Mainly, I have been playing Mario Kart 8, and then I also started playing some Fire Emblem Echoes. So I've been playing that on the 3DS. So I've been going back and forth from the 3DS to the Switch. You know what? I haven't even picked up my Vita. I recently played a little bit of Paladins on the Xbox One, and I might jump on that later on tonight too. I forgot how much I really like that game. Let me tell you, they need games like this on the Switch. I would love to have a Paladins and Overwatch, something like that for the Switch. That would be amazing to me.
Yeah.
I would love to see that. That would be really cool. Oh, well, good luck on your final.
Well, good luck, man. Hopefully,
yeah, good luck.
That's what's up.
You get an A and pass.
Mm-hmm.
Everything is great and grand, and
I tell you what, this rain could go away. It's been raining all freaking week.
I want that rain. Bring that rain my way.
Well, you can have it.
Okay.
But yeah, so that's basically what I've been doing. So, that's why I said it's good for us to be multi-console owners, because you can switch it up and play whatever, and it's fun. It's fun to be able to switch it up and to for the different gameplay styles and things. So I like it. Those.
And another
So
thing,
okay, go ahead.
another thing, I've been playing Injustice 2.
Uh oh.
I've been, I done beat the story mode, and I'm going through it again because I want um the bad ending. I want the Superman ending. I did Batman's ending, and I watch this one guy. I watch him on do the online rank match, and it's so many people that spam these projectile moves. It's like it ain't even worth playing when you have people like this that think that they have to win. Like, I have to be number one. So let me just spam this projectile move where it's hard for you to get out the corner to get close to me because I'm steady doing this move over and over and over, and it just don't make the game fun, and it's making me not even want to play online. But I done spent, what I'm saying, $60 on this game, and I want to play it online. But when you have people like that just keep spamming the hell out of certain characters in the moves, especially if they got like laser moves, the gun moves or something. They got guns. You can hang it up. You can hang it up.
Well, that's
You
just
don't
telling me
want to
you
win,
don't know how to play.
huh?
That's just telling me that they don't know how to play.
Thank you. It's like people don't know how to have fun. It's like they have to. I gotta win. I gotta win. So let me just keep doing this same move over and over and over and over through the whole match so I can win. I gotta win. I just want to play. You know what I'm saying? Just to have fun. It don't matter if I win or lose. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, hell, you lose to the computer half of the time. You know what I'm saying? So you're going to lose to a human. But I just want to have fun on the game. But when I watch on YouTube how people are just spamming this game, man, it's just I just be like, I'd rather play some damn Call of Duty or something. And then even Call of Duty is kind of getting on my nerves because you got people that like the quick scope. You know what I'm saying? Like that takes the fun out of the game. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just like I said, you got people that um I don't really think they're really gamers. They probably like casual gamers, but I think a lot of people on YouTube are more casual gamers than hardcore gamers
Yeah.
because you know when you look at how they act towards a certain console, no gamer should act like that towards another console. I know everyone has their preferred console, and that's fine, whatever console you prefer. But you should never, and I never did this, even growing up doing the NES days and the Super NES and the Genesis days. I never looked at the Genesis as a trash system. I always wanted the Genesis, even though I had a Super Nintendo. I always wanted to play the Genesis. And when I had the chance and I had friends that actually had it, it was cool because I got to play games that the Super Nintendo didn't have. And my friends that had a Genesis that didn't have a Super Nintendo, they got to play the games that they didn't have on their console. So I don't see why everybody on YouTube is just going crazy over these consoles. Like, this console is the best, that console is garbage, this console can't do 1080p, it only do 900p, yada yada yada. Like, shut up and just play the games. That's all. Just play the games. You don't have to bash another system just because you like PlayStation 4. That's cool. Why you gotta hate the Xbox? Like, they basically the same damn console.
Mm-hmm.
It's got different first party exclusive. That's it. If you take those away, they got the same damn games. Both system got 90% of the same game. So why is you complaining about this console and your console get the same damn games and do the same damn thing online, record, stream, Netflix? It does the same exact thing. And now with the Scorpion, just give me a new Xbox. Don't stop upgrading these consoles. I believe this is what we're going to get. We're going to start getting upgraded consoles we already have. There's no need for a Scorpion because Microsoft has said we're not going to leave. The Scorpion is not going to uh, uh, what did Phil Spencer say? It wouldn't do something. It wouldn't if you got the Scorpion and other people don't. The Xbox One is not going to hold the Scorpion back. It basically is what he said. But how can it be? The Scorpion will have to hold, you know what I'm saying? One of them have to hold each other back because to me it's stupid because if I buy a game, that means I could take this same game, either put it in the Xbox One or I could put it in the Scorpion, which is dumb. I should have two different discs. One for the Scorpion, one for the Xbox One. I shouldn't be able to take this and put it in that console and play it. Because to me, the Xbox One is holding back the Scorpion because developers are not taking advantage of whatever power everyone keeps talking about that the Scorpion going to have. I'm not going to be able to see it because I'm playing the Xbox One game, just upscale. And that's why I'm trying to figure out what is this Scorpion for? Like, if you're going to make a system, just go ahead and make another generation of Xbox. Just say, hey, the Xbox is done. We're moving on. Hell, Nintendo did it. You don't see them. You didn't see them upgrade the Wii U to the Wii U Point 2 or whatever, or the Wii U Pro. It just said scrap it. We're going to do something else now. And that's why I think that's where we're headed, because there's too many consoles of the same console on the shelves. And then these the same people that cried about that the reason why the Wii U did not sell or nobody knew about it is because it was still called the Wii. Okay, the PlayStation is still called a PlayStation. They just put a number behind it. So why people ain't getting confused with that? Why is people not getting confused with the Xbox One, the Xbox S, and now the Scorpion? Why wouldn't they get confused with that?
See, now that's confusing. The PlayStation 1 is not confusing because you know that PlayStation 4 is the latest one. The only part where it gets confusing is what's the difference between a PlayStation Pro and a PlayStation 4 Slim. You know, at least that's how I think about it. But and then the person at the store would have to tell them, be like, oh, okay, I'll get this one. But as far as the Scorpio, the S, and the Xbox One, they don't sell Xbox Ones anymore. So it's basically going to be Xbox One S and Xbox Scorpio. So when you have those two together, you know, people are going to be like, oh, this is more of a premium one. It does 4K. It has all these extra things. This one is cool and it can play 4K movies, but it doesn't do 4K gaming. So, like, this is just a cheaper option if you don't have a 4K TV kind of thing, you know? And I feel like that's what's going on here with this. Like, the thing is that with Nintendo, like, here's my problem with the Xbox Scorpio. Okay. If it goes the route where Xbox One is still, like, the development is still Xbox One games, that's good for me. And the reason why I say this is because Xbox One, for me, is it's a console that doesn't have a lot of exclusives. So one of the exciting things about Scorpio is that I hope that Microsoft learned their lesson and got exclusives onto their console. Now, if this is a brand new console, let's say that it is called just Xbox, because remember, this is just a project name. It's a code name. Scorpio is not what it's going to ultimately be called. At least I don't think it is. But if it's called Xbox Scorpio, and we find out that it's a brand new console, I'm going to be pissed beyond belief. Because not only did they screw me out of a goddamn generation of no games except for exclusives and all the games I get for my PlayStation anyway. So the thing is that I'm not playing my Xbox One. I got an Xbox One solely for exclusives or for games that I really wanted to play that all my friends happen to have on multiplayer. But since I don't play multiplayer, the only games that I'm playing are the exclusives. So at this point, Xbox, for me, is not selling for me. Because Xbox doesn't have nothing that makes it really stand out or make it unique. I mean, originally the Kinect was what made it unique. Now they completely just dropped that, and that's not a thing anymore. Now they're trying to do this 4K TV thing. I don't have a 4K TV, so that doesn't interest me. The apps, I can get apps everywhere else. I don't need apps on my Xbox. You know, Xbox has achievements. The only thing that Xbox has that I like is that I like their Xbox games with gold is good, except that they force you to use a credit card to get the Xbox 360 games, which that doesn't make no sense.
It is stupid.
That is stupid, and I just tried it right now, Lynn. You have to use a credit card even on the website. It's stupid.
Oh no,
It's stupid.
I don't use credit cards on none of my systems.
Why do I have to put a credit card on my Xbox if it's a free game? That is ridiculous.
Well, not only that, if I have credit on my account, why would I need a credit card anyway?
You don't even. The thing is that they want a valid form of payment for some.
That is a valid form of payment. I can't get that money.
They want like a credit card. That's what they want. They want a credit card to be on there for a just in case situation. Like if you like, I guess that's for people who buy Xbox Live digitally, and then your credit card will be saved onto the Xbox, so they know that you're a guaranteed person getting these games.
Hell no! With all,
I'm assuming that's what it is.
No, you know what it is?
People from hacking into their servers. Why would I put my credit card in a place like that? I might as well lay it outside somewhere and just have somebody pick it up. I'm not doing that. This is the purpose. This is why I always buy across Nintendo, across Xbox, across PlayStation. I always buy points cards. I don't have credit cards linked to any of my systems for that very reason. If it was a service that you could actually trust, then I could see doing that, but it's not. Even Microsoft has been getting hacked. So, and as much as PlayStation get hacked, I don't see why anybody would have a credit card linked to them any damn way.
Well, they allow you to use PayPal now, so it's not like a lot of people just have PayPal on PlayStation.
Yeah, you have PayPal on Xbox as well.
Okay, yeah, that's true.
Yeah, the reason why Microsoft wants a credit card is because, like you said, if you buy your Xbox Live digital, you know what I'm saying, and it runs out, all they're gonna do is recharge you again, which is crazy. Like, I didn't ask you to renew my shit. I can do it myself.
Yep.
You know, so that's why I buy. You know, I go to the store and buy my Xbox Live because I know, because they did that to me before. I was like, oh man, I didn't pick up a card, and I think this was when Black Ops. I think the first Black Ops was out on the 360. We had a clan, and I was like, oh man, my Xbox Live went out. So I'm like, y'all hold on, I'll just go throw my credit card in and you know, and get it, and then we could play. And me not thinking that I left it on there, and then, you know, months and months later, here come, I'm being charged. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, what is it? I'm like, where's this Microsoft come from on my account? I'm like, what is this? I'm like, Xbox Live. I'm like, I didn't buy any fucking Xbox Live. So I called, and it was like, oh, you know, your Xbox Live went out, and it just automatically renewed. I'm like, I didn't ask y'all to renew it.
Oh yeah.
I'm like, so y'all have it on. That's why y'all have it on y'all system. So, you know what I'm saying? If I forget to take it off to delete it, you could just recharge my Xbox Live without my permission.
They'd be like, oh, we don't want you to ever have a day without Xbox Live. So we just want to make it easier for you. But you know what? No, I'm sick of that. I'm sick of that. But
not yours.
No, I know. And it should be your decision. Like, for example, if you buy Xbox Live Gold, let's say that you bought it digitally, okay? Your credit card should not be stuck on your Xbox. You should be able to take that off. Because of the thing, or you should be able to state that I do not want to be recharged on the Xbox instead of having to go through all these freaking hoops. Like, we're going through all these hoops just so that way that we are not auto-renewed. So they really make it hard because that's how they make their money, through the auto-renews. Like, oh, I forgot. Well, since it's on there, I might as well keep it, kind of thing. They're hoping that that's what people are going to say. And the thing is,
I get money back from Microsoft. Like,
no, I get money back from Microsoft. Hell no, I don't even keep it. No, when it comes to Xbox, I do not keep a credit card on there.
Well, I only get Xbox Live when I get it on sale anyway. I have yet to pay full price for Xbox Live. PlayStation Plus, that's a different story because it never freaking goes on sale. Period.
Nope. And if it does go on sale, it's like on sale for like $10, which is
the
its
games
original
on PlayStation
price.
Plus are not even all that great. Microsoft have better games for Go.
I agree. Yes.
Than the PlayStation Plus games.
I agree.
So
what's really selling that Xbox is the backwards compatibility games. That is really good. But if I can't freaking get access to those, then it's stupid. Because honestly, Xbox ain't showing me nothing.
You know what? Microsoft needs to fix that. They need to really fix that because, like I said, if I have money on my on my account, even if I don't have money in my account, if the game is free, then it's free. Don't have me sitting here having to put in a credit card or whatever to get a free freaking game. So I've missed out on a ton of Xbox 360 games for the simple reason of I refuse to. It don't make sense. Quick shout out. Give a shout out to Meek of Meek Gaming. What up, Meek?
Meek.
And give a shout out to Lisa. And everybody else is already here. Still up in the comment section. Chariot, what you been saying? So Chariot Man, he said GameStop has been pissing gamers off a lot these days. GameStop always piss people off.
It's nothing new. I feel like they're gonna close in like 2 years anyway.
EJ mentioned something about offline play. Meek said that Microsoft did her like that. She had to call them because I always buy a card from GameStop. So yeah.
I always have to get a physical card when it comes to Xbox because I refuse to get them digitally because they always, even I went through the process of making sure that they didn't auto-renew my stuff, and they did anyway. I'm like, are you kidding me? Now, granted, it was easy to take that off. Now, when it comes to PlayStation, though, on the other hand, if they auto-renewed you on PlayStation, good luck fighting with those people. It took me 5 people to get that thing off. They're like, oh, well, just so you know, never ever if it auto-renews, I can't take it back. I said, you just took it back. What do you mean you can't take it back? I'm like, she got me so mad, the lady. She's like, I'm not supposed to be doing this. I'm like, well, you shouldn't be auto-renewing people's accounts.
Exactly.
Like, what is their problem? Like, honestly, Sony is worse when it comes to their customer service. Look, Xbox, I have to give it, they have a really good customer service, at least in my experience, they have. PlayStation has the worst customer service that I've ever dealt with in my entire life. I love PlayStation. I love it. I think that it's a great console. For me, in my opinion, it's a great console. But the thing is that there's clearly a lot of things that Sony needs to really, really work on. Their security sucks. Their PlayStation Plus, the charging and the internet thing sucks. Their party chat sucks. Everything about PlayStation that has to do with the internet sucks.
Like, it really one thing I wonder about PlayStation is, how am I allowed to get all these stupid free PSN code emails from people that I don't know? How? How is that? Like, they need to put up filters or something to where I can only allow friends to send me messages. At least Microsoft have that.
Yeah, Microsoft does have that. Yeah.
So why is it PlayStation can't do that? I am sick of tired. Every time I turn my freaking PlayStation on, there's free PSN codes. Free PSN codes.
I don't get that though. I don't get that. Messages? I mean, I got like a few of those throughout my time of having PlayStation. Xbox, I had stuff like that appear too, and then I guess with the update, never happened again. But what makes me what I like about like there's things that I love about Xbox. Like I wish that Sony could have Xbox's like online stuff. I wish, because there's things that I do like about Xbox. I know that in previous episodes I talked badly about Xbox because the thing is that I don't play on Xbox. And though I don't play on Xbox, I'm not trying to like make it seem like it's a bad console or anything like that. I'm just saying it's not good for me because originally with the every intention, like if Xbox was my main console, I would not be complaining because like let's say that it was the opposite. If I got Xbox One for all my multiplats and for the exclusives, and I just bought PS4 for just the exclusives, I would be more happy. But the majority of my games are on play is the other way around. And when you have it the other way around, Xbox has no exclusives except for Gears of War, Halo 5, and every time when they do come out with an exclusive, their games are not that great. Like Quantum Break didn't leave a lasting impression on me. They canceled Scalebound and renewed it under another Microsoft company. So now, because it's not under Platinum, I don't have that much faith in it anymore because it's under a Microsoft company. And though Microsoft, they make some good games, hit or miss, and there's some games that they promise like a crap ton. Like Forza is a great series, but I'm not into Forza. You know, it's a great series. Halo 5 disappointed the hell out of me. Was so misleading, thinking that you're going to be playing as Master Chief, and instead you played as the other guy that nobody cares about. People care about what's happening with Master Chief, not what's happening with side characters that you're trying to throw in my face. And don't. And look, and honestly, like I love Microsoft, and I can't wait to see what they bring at E3. I can't wait to see what all the companies bring at E3, which is interesting that they're having their thing on a Sunday instead of a Monday, like PlayStation. Interesting. But I'm very curious to see this E3. I want to know what the Scorpio is. Chances are I'm not getting it. But especially if they say that it plays Xbox One games, it's basically what the PS4 Pro is. That they have like a lesser version for Xbox One, but if you put it on the Scorpio, it like upscales it to 4K and makes it look nice and stuff. Then I'm like, I'm good. I don't need to buy one. But for me, like if it's a brand new console in general, I'm gonna be mad. I'm going to be so mad. I'm like, I'm not buying this. I am not buying this. Because if I find out that Scorpio is a brand new console, I am not buying anything Microsoft. Well, not Microsoft related, but I'm not going to buy any Xbox related products ever again in my life.
I'm not getting it anyway.
I mean, either way, I'm not getting it. But like, I want more exclusives for my Xbox. I would like to play my Xbox. But like, but on PlayStation, because like the thing is that on PlayStation, you know, all my games are there because I'm a trophy hunter. If I was an achievement hunter, this would be a different story. But because I'm a trophy hunter, PlayStation is my console of choice. Is my main primary console to play the latest games. Switch is my side piece, you know, because it's the games that come with it. Like I got a Nintendo because I knew it wasn't going to come with third party. No matter what Nintendo says that it's going to have third party, it's not going to have third party. It's not powerful enough to support third party. So I'm not like there's going to be third party games on there, but it's going to be third party to an extent where it's exclusive third party titles. Like Ubisoft is making this Mario Rabbids Kingdom Battle. That's exclusive to the Nintendo, made by a third-party developer. That's the type of third party they're talking about. When it comes to things like Destiny that's on Xbox, PC, and PlayStation, we are not getting that on the Switch. We are not getting Overwatch on the Switch. We are not getting any of these big games that we want on the Switch. So
that's what I don't understand is like, why the Switch can't, you know, why can't Switch get, you know, Destiny, you know what I'm saying? Because the guy said, "Oh, I have a Switch and I really enjoy it, blah blah, Skippy." But you know, we're not looking to put Destiny on the Switch. Like, why?
When they say that,
take it on the go and people don't have internet on the go. Well, people have hotspots. Duh. Shit, your phone. You know what I'm saying? Like everything needs internet. Your phone needs it. You know what I'm saying? And you take your phone on the go.
Hey, Miss K.
Hey, Miss K.
What's up, Miss K? It's just weird. I knew when the Switch was coming out, I knew they weren't gonna get every third-party game. You know what I'm saying? I said, as long as they can get Call of Duty, you know what I'm saying, they can get some sports games, and I'm pretty sure Assassin's Creed would be on there. You know, Nintendo, you know, will be cool. You know what I'm saying? I don't see EA putting anything else except sports on there. They ain't gonna put no Battlefield on there.
I agree. 100%. 100%.
They definitely ain't putting Battlefront on there.
Nope.
You know what I'm saying? They just gonna stick with FIFA, Madden, and I think this year's NBA Live. I think they're supposed to be coming back with NBA Live this year. That's it. That's all.
No, I agree. And I'm telling you this, when Nintendo says, oh, we're going to have third-party support, unless if they have the same specs as their competitors, that's a damn lie. The only thing, we will be getting some third-party things. Like, you know how awesome it would be to have Red Dead Redemption 2 on the Switch? I mean, that's great. And if we do get third-party support, it's going to be on old games. Rayman Legends, possibly Grand Theft Auto 5. I don't know, just old games. The Switch can't handle stuff like that. Graphically, it just can't. And because it has to deal with on-the-go situation, it has to deal with on the TV situation, and these developers just don't. It's not easy to port. Like they say that for indie developers, it's easy to just to port a game and to make it available on the Switch, apparently. But then for some reason, Yooka-Laylee is delayed. Why? And doesn't have a release date yet. Okay, so I gotta wait. And the thing is, so apparently it must not be that easy. So Nintendo is lying. I'm gonna say that Nintendo is lying to me. And what I expected it. But the reason why I got the Switch was because I know Nintendo's going to deliver on that first-party support. That exclusive. That, oh my God. If they announce at E3 that Super Smash Brothers for the Wii U is going to be a Switch version with some extra characters and new stages, I'm going to die. If they announce a Pokemon game, I'm gonna die. If they announce Metroid game, I'm going to be dead. And if they announce Super Mario, which it's official, Super Mario Odyssey is gonna be like the big game that they're gonna be talking about. I'm happy. I'm very excited, and I can't wait to see what they offer. But I just want them to have games. And honestly, I'm scared because apparently this E3 press conference that they're having for Nintendo is only a half an hour. And that pisses me off because apparently 3DS titles are in that thing. I'm like, why? Why are you wasting my time? Now, if they're going to do the rapid fire Nintendo Direct like they did before and then announce more games like on the Treehouse, then I can get it. But, I don't know. Oh my God. God.
I'm gonna update on the comments right quick.
Okay.
Carrot Man said, I remember the times I had playing games at the store. Meek, I'm assuming was talking about GameStop when she said their selling strategy is the worst and they don't have sales at least to combat Best Buy Gamers Club discount. Girl, I use that Gamers Club unlocked religiously, and guess what? I bought a points card from my Xbox, and I got $5 off of that because I had a points card. Because I had some reward certificates. Then she said, every time I go to GameStop and ask what games do you recommend, they recommend a game that's not good. I don't understand what happened to GameStop. You used to be able to go to the store and try out new games, and the midnight launches were frequent and fun. The midnight launches used to be tight. Now, they're all drab and they're all boring, and they it's like they don't even take pride in the midnight launches anymore. It's
You
like
know
you
what?
stand around the store and you wait until the game come out and that's it. They used to have tournaments. You used to win
Pizza. They used to give you pizza.
They used to have food. They used to have DJs. They used to be rocking. Now it's like,
You know why they do it? You know why there's really more midnight launches? Because everybody want digital now. Because
Yeah.
everybody see that I can download the game right now and come Friday at 12:01 it unlocks. And I could just sit here because everybody trying to live stream it day one as soon as it's released. No matter what time of day it is, they trying to be the first one to stream it. Then you got some people trying to be the first one to get a first impression of the game. Then you got other people that's trying to hurry up and put a review out within 2 days of getting the game digital. So that's why majority of these people, these guys and girls, go with the digital because it's like, okay, it says I can download it now and they'll do like the 20. Sometimes I know like the PlayStation would do like the 20% off. If you get it now and download it now, it'll unlock, at 12:01, come Tuesday or Friday or whenever it's post launch. And that's what people do. And they're just sitting on on they on their main screen with a lock on it. And then 12:01 come, there they go live streaming. So that's why there's really no more midnight launches because everybody trying to go digital so they could be the first one to stream it. They want them views.
Mm-hmm.
They don't get them views, they're gonna slit their wrists.
Chariot Man said, that's why I made that video on Bungie because there's no way that Destiny is an online only game that can't run on the Switch.
Yeah, I seen his video. That was a good video, Chariot Man did. And yeah, when you look at Destiny's 2, it's not pushing any type of hardware. It can be done. I mean, hell, they did the first one on the 360 and the PS3. You know what I'm saying?
That's true, actually. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, and 2 looks no different. If you think about it, all these engines, you know what I'm saying, that you have the haters say, oh, well, the Switch can't run that. Why not? Your fucking Xbox 360 did last generation. They still using the same the only new graphics that are out that the Switch can use Unreal Engine 4. Now that's a new engine, and the Switch can run it, but it doesn't run it in high settings like the Xbox One and PS4. It runs it in medium settings. That's still cool. The game is not going to be ugly in medium settings because half of these guys on YouTube are playing their games in medium setting anyway just to get 60 frames per second.
Yep.
Chariot Man said facts.
The only engine that did not run on last generation was Unreal Engine 4 and EA's what's the name of EA's engine that they're using now? Frostbite.
Mm-hmm.
They got Frostbite, I think 2 or 3 now that they're using. So I don't know if the Switch can run Frostbite. It should be able to if it can run Unreal
Engine 4.
100%. That's good. Because everybody else, the other 2 is using Unreal Engine at 100%, and the Switch is doing it at 100%. So why can't it use Frostbite 2 or 3, whatever EA's got now, they new engine? Why can't it run that one?
It could probably run. I just feel like the only problem that they would have is not docked mode. It's when it's undocked, because literally everything is just half now. And though that the console is the handheld itself, the dock gives it the extra power that it needs. And which pisses me off about the whole Destiny thing, because if they're trying to say that, oh, because the handheld cannot be played, I said people could play this on dock mode. Like, what's the problem?
Well, he didn't say it because of the dock. He said that because when people take it on the go,
yeah,
no internet.
But that's their choice.
There's but what I'm saying is, okay, it's an online only game. There's Starbucks here. There's McDonald's. I think Burger King has it.
Libraries. If you're going to be playing in your school, you can use your school Wi-Fi. I mean, come on.
My phone even does hotspot. I hooked up my Xbox One. I mean, not my one, my Xbox 360 to my hotspot when I was having trouble with my internet and they needed to come out and service me. And I wanted to play and just to see what would happen, and it worked. So why couldn't I do the Switch like that on the go if I wanted to play Destiny 2?
And they already said that it works nice on hotspot. Like Mario Kart has no lag, nothing on hotspot. Well, it depends on where you're at, obviously, but yeah. And the thing is that I just think that it's just bull excuse. It's a bull excuse that they're giving. Like honestly, because every developer that says, "Oh, is this game going to be on there? Is this game going to be on there?" It's always the same response. "Oh, when it's undocked, we can't. You're going to be offline and stuff like that." I'm like, that doesn't stop you before. Like that didn't stop you before. You can connect on Wi-Fi. I could be at my mom's house with my Switch, plug it into the wall, and connect to her Wi-Fi, and there you go. I could play Overwatch at my mother's house. I could play Overwatch at the airport using their Wi-Fi. Come on, there's ways to do that. There's ways around it. Hotspot, there's ways around it. So I don't know why these companies are making it such a big deal when they're forcing us into 4K on all these other consoles when nobody has it or support, when not a lot of people or the majority have 4K to run it. If you are willing to make a compromise for Sony by making a PS4 Pro that can play on 4K TVs, but also have the strength to be downgraded enough to play on a regular PS4, and same goes for Xbox, why can't you do it for the Switch?
Because it's Nintendo, I'm telling you.
It's Nintendo, and that's the problem. That is the problem. It's because it's Nintendo. Now, I don't know if it's Nintendo that's saying, no, we don't want your products anyway, and then they're just kind of like brushing it off like, we don't want to do it.
I don't think Nintendo is actually telling them, especially with the new president. I don't think he's telling them we don't want your games on the Switch. I think they're trying to get as many games as possible the way that the Switch is selling. They can't keep them in the stores, and Nintendo is at a high demand for these things. So I don't think they're telling developers like, no, we don't want that game. Just like Borderlands.
That response was horrible.
Right. The guy said, well, if Nintendo wants Borderlands on the Switch, they will have to fund it. For what? The game didn't do hot. I see if it was a hot selling game like Grand Theft Auto or something. And I can see if Rockstar said, well, we don't have a problem putting it on the Switch. But if Nintendo funded it, we'd give it to y'all with no problem. Borderlands did not sell a fucking million on Xbox One. Didn't sell 1 million on the PlayStation 4. And I'm pretty sure it didn't sell 1 million on the PC. So you should be happy that you could do that. You got Nintendo fans asking for Borderlands. You know what I'm saying? Because you took Borderlands and you put it on the Vita. You downgraded that game so much just to put it on the Vita, but you can't do it for the Switch.
That's true. I know. I don't understand these companies because that's true.
I don't know what everybody's hatred is toward the Switch. You see that it's doing well. Now, granted, people have not been great as of late I'm sure it's in part due to the shortage of Switches, but see the response that the Switch is getting. People are buying the games. People are buying the Switches, so you see that the demand is there. So why not take advantage of that and capitalize upon that instead of passing judgment on the system that you probably haven't even gotten the dev kit for to see if you can even put your stuff on there. So I don't understand.
I think honestly, it's just past experiences. It's past experiences with Nintendo. Every time when Nintendo had third-party support, it never sold well on Nintendo. So they're just thinking, it would be a waste of time because it's not going to be that much money. And the thing is like let's say that the Switch sold 100 million, right? Let's say that the Switch sold 100 million in like by next year. Impossible task, but let's just say that they did. You know those developers would jump on there.
That was right. Okay. Meek made a comment. She said, I wonder if the shortage of Switches was to help GameStop sell their Switch bundles. Number one, I don't feel GameStop should have had the right to only sell the Switch as a bundled item. You know, Switch with games, Switch with this, Switch with that. If people wanted to purchase a Switch alone, that should have been, you know, an option to them, as opposed to the only means of you getting a Switch from GameStop would be in a bundle. I don't think that's right that they did that like that.
Yeah, that was
no, that should be illegal.
I think that was bogus for GameStop to do that, because why is you trying to sell me a $450 Switch that comes with, you know, 3 games, and maybe it's only one of those games that I actually want? So you make,
because they want attachment rate. That's why. The thing is that GameStop works like this. In order, when you're a seller, you have to sell the console, and with it you got to sell the game, the protection. You got to make sure that they have a power-up rewards card. You got to make sure that they get at least 1 game, a few accessories. You have to try to sell them everything you can. And because they're not selling that, because everybody's saying no, they're forcing these bundles upon everybody else, because they're saying, oh, well, if they want it really bad enough, they can get it with this bundle, which that should be absolutely illegal. Illegal. That should not happen, because no other company does that. I don't understand how GameStop isn't even being sued for that. That is so stupid. They have the product in stock. Obviously it does, because you're selling it as a bundle. Why the hell? What gives you the right? What gives you the right to?
Meek said that's the only way I got my Switch, and it cost me $500, and it came with Zelda, Bomberman, and Snipper Clips. Who the hell wants Snipper Clips?
I do.
I put it like this: it's Nintendo can't say what GameStop does with their consoles, because GameStop has already brought them.
Yeah, I guess.
So basically, Nintendo is like, okay, if y'all gonna do that dumb shit, then, you know, we can't say nothing because y'all brought it from us.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if Nintendo was just giving it to them to sell it, and they ain't have to buy it from Nintendo, then yeah, Nintendo could step in and be like, nah, don't do that. Nah, if they just want a Switch, they should be able to just get a Switch and a Pro controller if they want, and call it a day. They don't have to buy a game if they want.
Jay said it's better than 1-2 Switch.
That's true. Oh my god.
Yeah, I guess no one's partial to milking cows, EJ.
Yeah, I mean, no. I can't even believe it.
Okay. So who would like to start with their topic? Dirty, you or Will, or you want me to, or what?
I guess I'd knock this one out the way because it's just small, just an update. With the NBA Playgrounds, the development team, I forget their name, and I look at it damn near every day. They've been listening to people's, you know, gripes and complaints about the game. So they trying to fix it. You know what I'm saying? I guess it's their first time doing like a game like this. And I think for the PC, they did it for the PC first. PC had an update, Steam. They have a meter now for when you shoot. There's a meter instead of you trying to guess and time, you know, the shot. There's an actual meter now at the bottom. So when you go up to shoot, you could just look down and you get it in the green. You know, you automatically hit that shot. They also have it with the dunk.
Some people said that takes away from the gameplay, though.
Yeah, it does. Well, the jump shot, I guess, yeah, you can take away, you know, but I think what take away more is that they added to the dunk. So instead of me looking at the fancy dunks that I'm doing, I'm looking down at the damn bar to make sure it's in the green so I won't miss the dunk or the layup. That's where they messed up at. when they did that, because when I go up in the air to dunk on somebody, I want to see what type of dunk it is, how flashy or fancy or goofy it is. Not looking down to see, is it in that? Oh, yeah, I got it in the green. And then by the time I look up, he done let his hand go from the rim. Like, I ain't see nothing. What else they doing? I know the Switch is supposed to have a few updates, even, the online. Don't know when it's supposed to be. They had said within like a week they would have it up for the Switch. I guess maybe they run into a little technical problems because Nintendo. I don't know. What else? They added more players now. So with just the players that we have now with the update, there's going to be more players that they added. So you'll be getting more packs and stuff like that to open up to get new players that wasn't in the game before the patch. It was something else with the patch too. But yeah, basically they just trying to, fix everything, or certain things that they've been hearing gripes about with people, you know what I'm saying? I think it's like when you go and you play a team in the tournament, for each team they have a task for you to do to earn a trophy. So say you playing a team and you hit the button.
Down your alley.
It may say, I know one of them it said get 10 steals in the game. I'm like, damn, that's kind of hard. But now since the update, they actually brung it down. I think it's like 6 steals now to get that trophy. And just little stuff like that. So basically, I guess they trying to stay on the ball because people are enjoying the game, but the game do have some stuff that be cheating. Because the computers, they can come back on you in a minute.
Mm-hmm.
And you could be up by 10, and in the blink of an eye, they done tied it up, or they ahead of you. So, yeah, just look out for the updates. I know Steam got it first, and, it's going to be coming to PlayStation 4, Xbox One, and, eventually the Switch would get its updates and stuff so we can also play online with everybody. So, yeah, that's about it.
Yeah. I have a story that I would like to share.
Well, first I have a topic that was brought up in chat. Meek said she said, I got a topic. What do everybody feel about streaming for money or gameplays for money? Basically, Miss K had made a video. It's up on VidMe in reference to people streaming for money. Basically, where they'll stream a game and they'll ask for money, or you can't watch it unless you pay to subscribe to their channels. So what do you guys feel about that? Now, me personally, I don't care. I'm not paying nobody to watch a stream when there's plenty of other folks out there that I can watch that's doing it for free.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And I'm gonna make mine as short as possible.
Okay.
I don't care if the people that's live streaming want people to donate. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't have a problem with that. But if you tell me if you want to watch me do a gameplay walkthrough or whatever, you have to pay me. Now that I'm not with that. Let me be the one to be like, you know what? This person is giving out good content. I'm always watching their playthroughs on different games. Let me donate something to them.
Mm-hmm.
You do have people like that. You have people on YouTube that, that get donations. You know what I'm saying? And it helps out with games. You know what I'm saying? Because if you're a person that live streams a lot and you have people that watch you, especially a lot of people that watch you, and they like, oh, is you going to get Injustice 2 when it come out? You know what I'm saying? And you be like, well, I'm not sure. I got some bills and things I got to do. Now, if people say, well, I'll donate a little something towards it, then that's fine. Because that person want to see me play Injustice 2. So if other people are like, yeah, I want to see him play Injustice 2. So, I donate $5 here, $10. That $5, $10 or $1 adds up at the end of the day. Now I can go and purchase, Injustice 2, and my followers are happy. But I don't want to. Well, if you want to see my live stream, you gotta pay first. Like, no, I don't like that. I don't like that. If you want donations from people, that's fine. I don't care. Get your money how you can. You know what I'm saying? If I found somebody that was good, I would donate to them. But to donate to them just to watch them, nah, I ain't.
Oh, let me tell you what I have to say about this subject. You ready?
Fly girl.
Here we go. Here we go. Now let's talk. Okay. Now, me as a person that started live streaming and watching other live streamers and things like that, I think it's absolutely ridiculous that you would ask for money before people even know what they're getting. So you may not even be entertaining and you're asking for money. Like, okay, let's say that they were doing it for free for a while. They got a good following, and then they're asking for subscriptions of people. Like, if you want to keep watching me, you got to subscribe. I said, let the people do what they want. Let them do what they want, because then when they lose their fan base because of that stupid, idiotic decision that they made, those people can come to me, or they can go to other people that are streaming it for free. What makes your playthrough of Injustice 2 better than mine? Or better than that person's, or better than that person's? What? Because even if you're a tournament-winning player, I don't care. I don't care. I can watch you when you play in the tournament. How about that? Now, I mean, there's some people that are going to subscribe. Like, let's just say that there's this person that is considered like the grandmaster of a particular game. And you want to learn how to play that particular game. And then they charge a subscription fee for them playing that particular game.
Meek said, yes, Will.
I think, thank you, Meek. That is, in a way, that's okay, I guess. But at the same time, look, let those viewers go somewhere else, because there's no way I'm gonna pay for anything. Like Dirty said, you pay because you want to help a streamer out. That's what you do.
Will,
what happened?
Meek said, I swear Will is our Cheryl Shepherd of Between Gamers.
Wait, what?
Miss K said, I just don't like streamers that try to take advantage of gamers. I agree with Miss K.
I agree. But the thing is that in that situation, you should be smart enough to know not to pay money to watch somebody play a game that either you already have or play. The thing is that people want to support people. So, like, let's say something crazy. Let's say that PewDiePie made a Twitch channel where he live streams, and he was doing it for free for about a year. And people like the way he does his commentary. People like the way he does this and then he does that. Then PewDiePie goes out of nowhere and says, you know what, guys? Unfortunately, I'm going to have to do a subscription-based thing. So if you subscribe and you pay $4.99 a month, you can see me play and continue to play, and you get the best streaming quality that you can and all that other stuff. That is bullshit. Now, at this point, at the same time, though, they got a sneak peek of what he's offering. If he got a huge chunk of followers and he just wants to keep it to a minimum, then people should have the right to keep it to a subscribe-based only basis, because this is your job and you want to get paid. And if people are willing to pay for that, then, you know, there's I would say no harm, no foul. That's that person's money. That's what they want to do. The gamer should be smart enough to know when to put their money, where to put the money at. If they don't, then that's on them. But the thing is that for me, there's other ways to see that content from free, from better people who have way better personalities that match your own, that actually will speak to you, that will actually talk to you on a daily basis, versus there's a lot of smaller people. Like me, I'm a small person. If I stream, I'll probably get an average of like 3 to 8 people, depending on what the day is. And in that case, that person gets all of me. Now, if I'm somebody with PewDiePie's numbers or Markiplier's numbers, I ain't gonna see nobody's comments unless if they pay me a crap ton of money and then their name pops up on the top. See, that's what I like about the whole YouTube thing. When you live stream on YouTube and stuff, they have that thing where comment top comment gets top priority if you pay for it. That I don't see nothing wrong with. Because if you have 1,000 people and he's not seeing your stuff and you really got something that you want to say to the person, you can pay the money to say what you want to say. Go ahead. And honestly, I don't see that as wrong. What I see as wrong is that if they're making their content completely blocked off and only for subscribers, by then they're going to lose a lot of their followers. And if that's the case, then bye. They're going to go somewhere else and they're going to find something else. Honestly, I don't see anything bad though. If anybody wants to do whatever they want to do, that's how they want to do it. At the end of the day, there are other options. And you as a gamer who's looking for that, if you want to subscribe to a person, that's your money, do what you want. I mean, in a way, a lot of people are going to disagree with your decision and think that it's stupid. But at the same time, you know, there's other ways to see that. So you don't have to see this person. It may be sad that you don't see that person, but if that person is going to charge you money so you can see them, apparently they're only in it for the money. So you know that that person isn't the right person for you. So move on. But that's just my 2 cents on that.
Okay. All right. So your topic, Will?
Okay, my topic is, okay, so Switch owners, I have an announcement. Okay, this Friday, ARMS is coming out. Now, I'm pretty sure that most of you guys are excited. You guys can go, if you guys haven't, go on your eShop right now and download your global Testpunch for ARMS. It should be on the store. It's there. You guys can download it. However, you guys won't be able to play it until Friday. However, I thought originally this was going to be like, you know, you get to play for the whole weekend kind of beta thing because Nintendo didn't mention anything about times. They just revealed dates. However, there's actually set times to these things. So are you guys ready for this?
Stupidest thing ever.
It is stupid. It is stupid. They should just have it open for the whole weekend.
Do that mess.
I don't know, but they're crazy. So anyways, here it is. On May 26th, this Friday, it will be at 5 p.m. Pacific time. So that's what, 6, 7, 8. So 8 o'clock Eastern time is when you guys can play. And you're only going to be able to play it for a month. I mean, an hour. 1 hour each session. For that Saturday, May 27th. 5 a.m. Pacific time. 11 a.m. Pacific time. And 5 p.m. Pacific time. So add the extra 3 hours and that's what you get. Then on Sunday, May 28th, it will be at 5 a.m. Pacific time, 11 a.m. Pacific time. Then the following weekend, there's going to be yet another one, which is going to be at 5 p.m. Pacific time on June. 5 p.m., not a.m. Oh no, 5 p.m. So 5 p.m. on both Fridays. Then Saturday is the same thing, 5 a.m. Pacific time, 11 a.m. Pacific time, 5 p.m. Pacific time. And then June 4th is the same thing. And then is a 5 a.m. Pacific time, 11 a.m. Pacific time. And then the following week after that, the full game comes out. So, yeah. And each session is an hour. Just an hour to play. What the f is that? I'm sorry.
You know what it is?
It is. It's Nintendo being stupid.
I figured it out. I figured it out with Splatoon from the Wii U. I figured it out that Nintendo did it like that. So when you play the game, you first play the game, you're like, man, that hour went by fast. That game was pretty good. I'm gonna check it out tomorrow. You get a chance to check it out tomorrow, you may not. But in your head, you know you like that game. Now, if you miss those other 2 days, Nintendo is banking that you're going to get this game day one because you actually liked it for that 1 hour you got to play. Even though when it was over with, you still wanted to play some more. But you missed the other 2 days, Saturday and Sunday, because you had things to do. Now you figure like, you know what, man, I got to get this game day one. That 1 hour was fun. That's why Nintendo does it. Because if they just give it to you for the whole weekend, you could just play anytime you want. people look at it like, yeah, it's fun, but it started getting old after a while. Nintendo wants you to play for an hour, have that little bit of spark fun, and then take it away. And be like, you gonna buy it day one because you still want to play it, and we ain't gonna let you. I figured that shit out on the Wii U when they did Splatoon like that. I'm like, Nintendo got some shit up their sleeve. They making me buy this game day one because I had fun with it. They making me do it. And I remember only playing the test fire for Splatoon on the Wii U one time because I missed the other time because I'm like, why they got these freaking times like this? Just let me play it. I was just like you, just let me play it. It's a demo. That's how they get you.
I don't know. They get you hooked on it, and then it becomes game of the year. Yep. Because they're like, ooh, I got to play Splatoon for an hour. Oh my god, I gotta get it. I gotta get it. I gotta get it. You know, kind of thing. So yeah, they make you hungry for more. So I guess in a way that's a great selling point. But other companies don't really do that. And honestly, you know what? The way Nintendo does it actually works for me. Like I wanted Splatoon the moment after I played that first ever the test fire. I wanted Splatoon. And then I was able to, and I was pre-ordering it and everything. That's how crazy I was about it. And I did the same thing for the second one. But the arms, I'm probably going to do the same thing. But when it came to something like the Division didn't sell me, and I was able to play it for as long as I wanted. And I don't know. I was weird because there was like Destiny did the same thing. I got it for Destiny, but then after that I didn't enjoy Destiny. So I think that's the reason, because with Nintendo I know I'm gonna enjoy it. With Destiny I'm never sure. But because I was basically playing what I already played, you know, because the thing is that when you play a beta for so long, the game gets stale already, you know? So then when you actually get to play the game and stuff, you've seen everything already. So you're like, oh, there's a few new areas that they didn't show in the beta. Oh, that's cool, that's cool, that's cool. And once you get over that initial shock, you realize that the game is really boring, or it's not that great, or it's not as great as you thought it was, and then you just kind of move on with life. Ubisoft. Anyways, but when it comes to like Nintendo, you're having fun for that hour, and you're constantly thinking about playing it again. And then so you play it for the next hour, and then you play it for the next hour, and you play it for the next hour. You're like, damn it, I want this game. I got it. I know it. I love this. I'm having fun with it. This is it. Because they give it to you in short bursts, because they force you to play it. You have to play it at this time. At this time, at this time, at this time. So you're forced to play it, which is a very smart move for Nintendo. When it comes to betas, a lot of the times I download the betas but never play them. Like, and that's bad. That's bad. Because like I'm like, like I'll play this later, and then like I just forget that I have it, and then it just passed the beta time. But when it comes to Nintendo, I have to play it. Like I gotta be on my TV right in front of it, gotta play it, gotta do it. Yeah. But just wanted to let you guys know that these are the ARMS times, and that on Friday, if you guys want to play it on Friday, it's going to be at 5 p.m., 8 p.m. Eastern time. So Pacific time 5, Eastern time 8. So if you guys want to play it, make sure you download that Global Testpunch off of your eShop, so that way that it's there, it's ready, you have it there. There's probably going to be a tutorial beforehand, like how it was with Splatoon. So after you play the tutorial and you set up how your controls figure out and whatnot, then you can play the game for an hour or so, and then you'll be done, and you're going to wish to play more. So, yeah.
And your next topic?
Oh, my next topic. Okay, finally. Okay, so around last year, before the Switch was even called the Switch, there was already speculations of a game that Ubisoft and Nintendo were actually thinking of making this, or not thinking, but that it was a legitimate thing. And it was a Mario Rabbids hybrid thing. Well, apparently there was something that leaked from it, and Ubisoft just said, you know what, we're not going to save this anymore for till E3, so we're just going to reveal it now. So the official game is called Mario Rabbids Kingdom Battle. And some images came out that kind of show a few things about it. Like, for example, like they're just saying they basically gave it away. So here's some of the stuff that they said. So the exploration is 35% of the game, and the other 65% is turn-based combat. So they said that 4 world environments to discover. There's only 4 worlds in this game. They said the control of tutorial, no direct control of heroes. So you only have control of one character, but no control over the other character. So basically, I'm assuming that just means you only have control of the menu. There's puzzles and secret zones. There's Twisted Mario's world full of Easter eggs. There's unique hero playstyles, tactic options such as dash, team jumps, warp pipes, destructible covers, etc. Upgradable, collectible weapons, variety of combat objectives and contextual events, 7 enemy archetypes, 1 boss, mid-boss per world, multiplayer co-op. They even have the box cover for it already. So they said that the title is Mario Rabbids Kingdom Battle, that it's considered crazy combat adventure. Its release date is going to be somewhere in August or September of 2017. It's exclusive to the Switch. It was developed by Ubisoft Paris and Milan. Its engine is Snowdrop. Its story mode length is approximately 20 hours long. There's a 2-player local co-op on there. Apparently, here's some of the characters. There's Mario the leader, Luigi the Eagle Eye, Peach the badass princess. Really? They actually put badass in there? Holy crap! Yo, badass is in the word badass is literally in the Mario game. That's crazy. Yoshi the explosive head, Rabbid Mario the macho man, Rabbid Luigi the unstable, Rabbid Peach hashtag sassy hashtag no filter, Rabbid Yoshi the crazy one. And then so basically they have, like, according to how this works, they have like these cannons or something, or some sort of guns, and each of them do different things. So I'm assuming that Yoshi has like a missile launcher. Princess Peach has like some sort of laser beam. Mario has some, like, it's weird. I don't understand how this works. So a lot of people are obviously not happy about this. People that know, they're not happy with this at all. So supposedly it's going to be a surprise announcement at E3, not a surprise anymore. There's going to be hands-on, and it's going to be at the Treehouse. There's going to be, they have to convince the media and the gamers with the previews in July, so maybe a Nintendo Direct in July. Then they're going to have another thing at Gamescom, and then there's going to be the reviews and all that stuff that come out. That's what their timeline plan is for the release of this game. So it's coming out in August or in September. It's going to have reviews around then. There's a lot that they've revealed about this, and unfortunately, I'm very sad. There also appears to be a Donkey Kong Rabbid chasing after everyone. So, like, one of the Rabbids is going to be dressed up like Donkey Kong and chasing after people. So this game really looks cool to me. I have to see gameplay of it.
Liger said the same thing. I don't know anything about it. I haven't seen anything in reference to it, but I'll have to check it out to see.
I gotta see. I think honestly, it's gonna be a little. When it comes to Nintendo stuff, there's usually things on paper that it looks crappy. Like, it sounds like it's a really, like, it's gonna be a piece of crap. You ain't gonna like this. Like, I ain't gonna like this. What the hell is this? Like, could you imagine if somebody explained ARMS to you on paper? Oh, it's a game that uses motion controls that you punch forward and it does tilts and things like that, and there's a basketball mode where you grab people and you throw it. Like, when you listen to it like that, it's not interesting. Like, the idea of ARMS is not interesting. But when you see it being played, that's when you get sold. Like, Nintendo works that way. Like, even if you were to mention Super Smash Brothers to people, like, oh, it's just a bunch of random Nintendo characters and they're fighting each other. They have to knock each other off the stage and stuff. Like, if you were to hear that before the idea ever came out, you would have been like, that sounds stupid. But then you realize it's a freaking brilliant idea. Or, like, for example, Mario as a kart racer. you know, back then it wouldn't have. Back then you would have been like, that's such a stupid idea. But it comes out, it's amazing. They make it work. Or Mario baseball game. They make it work. It sells. It works. Mario Strikers is a freaking fantastic game. And they made it work. I wasn't originally sold on it. Or Mario Party, where it's a bunch of mini games and you go around a board game and stuff like that. They sold that to me, and it worked. At first, on paper, it doesn't sound great. But when you see it, it's a completely different story. Nintendo's known for making wacky ideas. Whenever you see it written on the paper, you're like, oh, this is so stupid. But eventually, it ends up being amazing, or it blows your mind. You're like, oh, I'm really interested in that now. Like, I'm very interested. I'm going to wait for the reviews. Then the reviews say, ooh, this is actually a really fun game. Then you're like, I'm sold. I got it. I want it. That's me. But that's pretty much the news that I had for today. You know, just the Mario Rabbids Kingdom. I would like everybody's comments, like in the comments, if they've seen or heard of this game. What are your immediate thoughts on it? Like, does it seem like something that interests you, or does it seem like it's something like you're like, no? Or is it more like I have to wait and see kind of thing? And that's the end of my story.
All right, well, I have a couple of questions. All right, so here's one. So with E3 coming in June, which is right around the corner,
yes.
Do you all feel that there is a future for E3, considering that some companies are doing their own presentations on their own times and things of that nature? Because you know, Nintendo has this little treehouse thing. PlayStation has the experience. You know, some companies are just branching off and doing their own things rather than paying to go to E3. So do you all feel that there's still or that there will be a future in E3, considering what some of these companies are doing now?
Basically, I guess what I can say about this is that the only reason for E3 right now is because it's a way to get all the media in one place and everybody in one place and all the games in one place. Honestly, I feel like that's the reason why E3 would stay alive, is that it's just easier to, you know, have people actually have hands-on events and things like that in a big place. And it gets all the media there, so that way that all their games get spread like wildfire and all the interviews and things like that. However, you know, like how Nintendo Directs work and things like that, I could see a lot of companies just copycatting, but I feel at that point, E3 is still needed because it makes everything easily accessible in one spot, one place. Even Nintendo's Direct is in one place. Now, the thing is that Nintendo is such a huge company that it can get away with Nintendo Directs. And Nintendo Directs will get the message across clearer and all that other stuff, which is great. But at the same time, like if EA were to do it, like I know EA does press conferences, but honestly, how many of you guys would be running to your computer screen at an EA press conference that was separate from E3? That was just like a small thing. I don't think anybody really would, unless if you're a huge Sims fan or a huge Battlefield fan or anything like that. Or if Activision did the same thing. Or if it wouldn't be as impactful as how Nintendo is. So at this point, I can see that it could work for some companies. Like if Sony just did it as Sony and Xbox and Microsoft did it as Microsoft, it will be popular, yes. But if it was like individual companies that were doing it, no, because who the hell care? Like who's gonna see? Like, let's say I know THQ doesn't exist anymore, but who the hell is gonna see a THQ event randomly? Like if they do it like 4 times a month.
Will, you need to explain to Fly Girl about Nintendo's E3, because she says she's looking forward to E3. Please, Nintendo, bring it. New games and more surprises. Let this be great. I can't wait.
Okay, let me explain what Nintendo's E3 is. Okay, so you know how last year's E3 Nintendo was kind of mainly focused on Zelda Breath of the Wild because that was the only game that they had for the Wii U? Well, it seems like the primary focus is going to be Super Mario Odyssey. Now, according to what Nintendo has said, specifically Nintendo, so it's on their Twitter if you want to check it out, on Nintendo of America. They said that their E3 presentation is going to be approximately 30 minutes. So that could be up to 45 minutes or 25 minutes. So now, if you've seen the last Nintendo Direct that was based on many games, not just like a particular game, not the ARMS Direct that just happened, and not the Splatoon Direct that just happened, but I'm talking about like the one where they were rapid firing all the games. That's exactly what they're gonna do. So what they're gonna do is that they're gonna rapid fire some games. They're gonna leave some games out. They're gonna leave some reveals for the Nintendo Treehouse where they're gonna do the Treehouse all day, and you get to see all the games and how they play. They talk to the developers behind it and all that stuff like that. And then they're also gonna do an ARMS Global Testpunch. So Nintendo is probably going to just rapid fire, and on the big games, they're going to spend more time on. So they're going to say, oh, you guys are getting Splatoon 2. Okay, well, you guys already know enough about that, so let's move on. Or they say, oh, look, there's going to be Delfino Plaza as a level, which I wish is true, but it's not. Then they'd be like, okay, so they already got Splatoon. They already got the story mode trailer. They got the multiplayer, and then they got the Horde mode. So they already got everything that they need out. They already got the global test fire, so Splatoon 2 does not really need to be there really quick, unless if it's just to announce a quick level or a quick update or something quick. Same thing with ARMS. ARMS will be coming out that weekend. So we're going to get plenty of ARMS. So I wouldn't be surprised if they don't mention ARMS at all. They'll probably mention maybe a new character, maybe a few characters, but I think that they would announce it at the at the tournament for ARMS, or the Open Invitational. I'm sorry, the Open Invitational for ARMS. I feel like that's when they're going to announce all that stuff. Then they're going to announce all the the extra games or the little side games or things like that for the Nintendo Treehouse. Like they're going to do Hey Pikmin and stupid little stuff. They're going to rapid fire through all that. Watch there be a new Kirby reveal. Mario Odyssey is going to be playable. So we're going to see gameplay of Super Mario Odyssey, which I'm very excited about, by the way. We're going to probably get the Zelda DLC. Like the release date for the Zelda Breath of the Wild DLC for the Pack 1, and they're going to let us know when Pack 2 comes out and maybe give us a little hint of what Pack 2 has, and a few other things. So honestly, that's what Nintendo is planning on doing. So just in case, if you didn't know.
Well, Will, don't forget your Smash Brothers, because
I hope Smash Brothers is there. I'm not going to sit here. I'm not going to say that they are going to do it. They better do it.
From the video I seen before the podcast from Player Essence, he was saying that that there is talk that Nintendo is bringing over Smash from the Wii U, and he was trying to figure what they call it, Smash Brothers Deluxe, like they did, Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. So, and he said there was a lot of fans hoping. They said that they will bring the DLC that was with the Wii U, but they say a lot of people are asking, would they bring back old characters like Solid Snake and the Ice Climbers and stuff like that? So apparently we are going to get it, and they may be announcing the E3.
I believe we're going to get Ice Climbers as a reveal character because the character was already there. The character was already there. And they even have the names on there to prove it. It was there, but the reason why is they couldn't run it on the 3DS, and therefore they had to take it out because they wanted both games to be the same thing, except with minor differences such as the stages and stuff like that. What I hope they do in this deluxe edition is that they make all the 3DS stages in HD and do it, since this is a portable / home console. It will be like mixing the 3DS and the home console together into one, and then there's a deluxe. I hope Snake comes back. I hope Wolf comes back. I hope Ice Climbers come back. I hope that they announce a new character like an Inkling Kid or something. It would be amazing. But at the same time, I'm expecting them to do one and reveal it. I'm expecting them to reveal Super Smash Brothers. That without a doubt, because Reggie let it slip. And it would be stupid not to do it. Unless if they're making a completely brand new Super Smash Brothers, which I just don't see them doing because they put so much work into this that they're not going to do that. And so at this point, they're going to reveal, oh my God, I can't wait. They're going to announce all the amiibos that are going to be for the new characters. I know that I already see it in my head. Supposedly there's going to be a Metroid reveal. I don't know. I hope for the best. This is all I hope for. If they announce Metroid, Pokemon, Smash Brothers, maybe Mario Maker or Zelda Maker or whatever.
Miss Kate says she wants to see Mario Maker on the Switch. I don't care really because I got it on the 3DS.
Yeah, but honestly, come on. Playing it on the Switch is obviously better.
I wouldn't get it if it come on the Switch because I already have it.
True. I mean, I'm gonna get it on the Switch because I'm crazy. But yeah.
Miss K said there's a rumor that Call of Duty World War II is gonna come to the Switch.
It better because that would. Oh my God! Do you know how much that game will sell on the Switch?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
I think Activision is doing the smart thing, and hopefully, if it sell well with the Nintendo fans, maybe EA will try to bring the next Battlefield or Battlefront to the Switch. If it does well.
And Destiny and Overwatch will also go on there if it does well on the Switch. I feel like big companies will actually start looking at Nintendo if Call of Duty sells successfully on the Switch.
Yeah, because someone was saying, I want to say it was the dev saying about the Call of Duty World War II that they want the Switch to have the exact same thing that the Xbox and PlayStation have, even with downloadable content. So they saying that if it sells well, the sales are there, they would get downloadable content. You know what I'm saying? They get the DLC. So it's up to the Nintendo fans to go out here and buy this stuff and not wait on, Mario.
EJ said Pokken Tournament needs to come to the Switch.
It does too, but I will be so disappointed if it's not like the third installment of Pokemon Sun and Moon. I'm hoping for a Sun and Stars. I love Pokken Tournament. Don't get me wrong. I absolutely love Pokken Tournament. And if they do reveal it at E3, I would be equally happy to get Pokken Tournament on the Switch as well. But if they were going to release a Pokemon game, I want it to be Pokemon, like an adventure one. I would rather take the adventure one over Pokken Tournament. But if they do reveal a Pokken Tournament, let's just say that Pokemon Stars isn't done. Let's just assume that that's a thing. If it's not done, they're going to reveal Pokken Tournament at this E3. And then next year at E3, they're going to reveal the new Pokemon game. That's my guess. But, yeah. We're going to get Xenoblade Chronicles 2. They're going to announce that. That's another one that they're going to do.
Yeah, but we already knew about that.
Yeah, but they're going to actually give you a release date. And more game and how the gameplay is gonna sort of look like how it's gonna play and stuff. I feel like they're gonna show that because they didn't really show anything. They just kind of showed them and then they just showed some random monster in the sky and stuff, and that's about it. So, I don't know. I'm very excited. They're gonna probably show the Fire Emblem Warriors. They're gonna show more in depth on what characters they're gonna have in there, and then they're gonna have like around maybe July or in August or September, in September. I'm gonna guess September. They're gonna have a direct on that game on Fire Emblem Heroes, and then that's gonna sell like crazy because that's gonna be the only game Nintendo's gonna have at that point. And then they better announce Virtual Console. Because I'm gonna be so mad if they don't announce Virtual Console. And
you know what we think as a Virtual Console, for people that have the wireless Super Nintendo controller that you can use on I guess maybe tablets or PC or anything like that because it's like Bluetooth. Um, the company did a update where it actually can link up to the Switch and you can use that wireless Super Nintendo controller on the Switch. I seen a video the other day. The guy
Oh,
actually
the
did it.
mini?
Ooh, what's that?
You mean the one for the mini?
Um, I don't know if it's for the mini. I just know he had a Super Nintendo controller that was wireless Bluetooth.
Hmm.
And the company actually did an update, so now it's able to connect to the Switch, and you can use that controller. The only thing about it, the Super Nintendo just don't have the triggers. It have all the other buttons except the triggers.
Then what? That's not the authentic experience. But wait. Okay, wait. I got a question. Okay. How would you guys feel? And everybody in the comments, please let me know. You know how hard the Nintendo NES Classic was to get?
Yeah.
Okay.
No,
You know how. Huh?
nothing.
No, okay, so well, not for you because you have it. Damn it. But anyways, okay. How would you feel? The reason why they canceled the NES Classic was because they plan on selling a digital 60, like all the 30 game pack for $60 on Virtual Console, and they reveal it at E3. That would be cool.
It was not the same. It's not the same though.
It's the same. To me, it's the same, okay? It's the same. It's the same.
Okay.
And it's better because I can take it anywhere I want and not be restricted to the TV. I'm mad at them for canceling it and I couldn't get one. So I'm mad. So at this point, if they give me another way to get all those games for like $60 and then they put it on there, it may not be the same where you have, well, actually it could actually have the same operating system as well. Like they just open it up and then it has the operating system as the classic NES Classic. And then, I don't know, they can make like a wireless controller or make Joy-Cons that are like the original Nintendo controllers. And then you could play just like that sideways and stuff. So it won't be the exact experience you would get with the NES Classic, but at the same time, it would be a new way of playing it. And that's cool. And that's equally cool in my opinion.
Mm.
Okay, well, Dirty, you never gave your impressions on the E3 and will it stay and
Oh, I didn't. Oh, okay. Well, I think with E3, if it's going to be 30 minutes, yeah, I think Nintendo's going to do like the rapid fire and certain games they're going to elaborate on more than others, like they did in the past. Um, I think they're going to show. I think they're going to show us, some of the third-party games that's coming that we don't know about. Hopefully, that's coming that we don't know about. Because I don't think Nintendo has that much to show. And if I'm not mistaken, I think they said that it was just going to be focused on the Switch. Am I right, Will?
They said, I think they said that the direct itself, I believe, is only Switch focused, but they also said 3DS. So I don't know if that's going to be
okay.
in that there.
3DS in there. Okay, I thought the Switch. I mean, it was just going to be towards the Switch, and I was like, okay, if it's just going to be about the Switch, then 30 minutes ain't bad because I mean you can announce a lot of games in 30 minutes.
Especially if they do it in the rapid fire format.
Right.
That's another thing. And then they wait till the treehouse to like really go in depth with it. Yeah. So
yeah.
that could be it.
That's not what I meant though, Dirty. I was speaking about since a lot of these other companies are doing their own thing in reference to presentations rather than paying to go to E3 or to present at E3. Do you feel there's a future still left in E3? Do you feel that E3 will still be around?
I think I would say a few more years of E3, and then I think everybody would probably start just doing their digital. You know what I'm saying? They don't need the crowd there because nobody's really excited. You know, they're excited to be there, but they're not excited hearing what's coming because with internet, you hear everything. Everything is leaked. You know what I'm saying? Before you get there. So it's like you already got in your mind, like, oh, I know they said they're gonna announce this and they're gonna announce that, and then you still excited for it, but then when you see it, it's like, yeah, okay, what all right, what else? It's there's no excitement. So I can see E3. I would give it a few more years. I'll give it a few more years. And if Sony and Microsoft decide not to be there any longer and just do digital, like Nintendo, then yeah, I could see them probably just up and leaving. Because it's to me, I like when E3 come around because I wanna see everything. I wanna know everything. But as time get closer to E3, all you do is hear leaks, leaks. This game, that game. You like, damn, like, can I be surprised like back in the 90s?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I was like hype. I'm like, oh my God, this game looks awesome. Like, oh, they doing a sequel to this. It's been so long. And it's like, nah, it's like, oh yeah, this game. Oh yeah, Metroid. They making another Metroid. That's cool. I just want to see how it look now. I mean, you done spoiled it for me. I just want to see how the game look. Surprise me. You know what I'm saying? I want to see that ball roll across the screen, and I know it's Samus rolled up in a ball, and then she transform it, and I just go crazy.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? In front of the computer screen, but nowadays you can't because they already said they're gonna announce it. So it's like, okay. Surprise me with something else.
But you'll still be excited because like seeing it and hearing it or reading it is two completely different things. But also, I believe that if E3 is not going to go away, I believe what it's going to do is that it's just going to go digital, and they're just going to have the press go there and play with some of the companies. Like, I believe they're going to just split. They're going to like split. Like, the companies are going to leave, but the press is going to go over to certain places, and then they're going to cover it and stuff, like probably like in a Nintendo Direct fashion. But it's still going to be E3. It's just going to be a digital E3. Like, there's not going to be no building you can go to anymore or anything like that. It's just going to be something that they stream all day, and then each Twitch, like on Twitch, will stream each company. So if there's a company that in particular that you're interested in, you can click on there, and in a way they can kind of get an idea of what it is. And then like places like IGN and like other big sites are going to be really reliable in this because they're going to actually be able to put all the games there. So if there's games that we missed or anything like that, I mean, I can totally see Sony going digital, and I can see Xbox going digital, and Nintendo staying the way it is. And I can totally see it being E3 that way. I just don't see it as individual developers working. Like, I understand Ubisoft does it, and I understand Square Enix does it, and I understand that EA does it. Those three, I guess, can sort of get away with it because Ubisoft be making a game like every 5 minutes, so that's okay. But I just believe that E3 will be digital. Like, it won't be physical anymore. So I don't think E3 is going to go away. I just think it's just going to turn digital. And like Dirty said, it'll be in a few years.
Okay. And then my final question is, let me get to it. Let's see. Oh, Nintendo after Iwata. Thoughts?
Dirty, you go first.
Nintendo after Iwata. Damn.
Yeah.
It's like, to me, I can see a small, I won't say small, I can see a change in what this president is trying to do versus Iwata. It's like this, I can never remember this guy's name.
Kimishima.
Yeah, that dude. He wants the success of, the Nintendo. He wants the success of the Switch. So it looked like, Nintendo went out their way with marketing this thing you know, going on different talk shows and websites and stuff like that to show off this console or this hybrid. And but when Iwata was there, they didn't do that with the Wii U. The United States didn't even have a damn commercial for the Wii U. And that right there, I see the difference in marketing. It's like you have more people talking about the Switch and getting their hands and trying to get their hands on the Switch than they did with the Wii U because there was no marketing. It was like, you know, what it was like Iwata was like, oh, it'd just go by word of mouth like the Wii did. You know, like people got the Wii, they was amazed with it. Yeah, Nintendo went on a couple of shows after it started selling. You know what I'm saying? It went on Oprah and all them, but it was still word of mouth with the Wii. The Wii U, there was really no word of mouth because nobody knew what it was. Nintendo didn't market it. Nintendo didn't go on Ellen. They didn't eat it. They didn't go on any of these late night talk shows where people actually watch and can see like, oh, Nintendo got a new system. It's called the Wii U. Oh, that's a gamepad. It kind of like a tablet. Oh, and I could play while my kids watch TV. I could still play on this little tablet. Oh, that's pretty cool. But you couldn't take it outside the house. But I think for back then when they announced the Wii U, that was pretty cool. Is that I could still play on my controller. I could watch Netflix on my controller while other people watched the TV. And that was something Nintendo did not do. They did not advertise it. But with this guy, I see them advertising. I see them commercials. Um, I see them going on different talk shows and late night shows and showing people like, hey, this is our new console hybrid. This is what it does. You play it at home. You want to take it on the go, you can. You want to go in another room, you can. You're not connected to a television. And now this guy is working with third party, you know, to get third party games on the Switch. They made the Switch. Um, Nintendo said they would help third party with the Unreal Engine 4. They work with the guys that developed the Unreal Engine 4 to actually be user friendly with the Switch because they saying it's so easy. You know, if you're using Unreal Engine 4, how easy it is to transfer what you want to get it up and running on the Switch. And this is what this guy was doing with third party. So now kind of want to see what third party is on board at E3 and what type of games are we going to get. We're hearing a little here and there like Call of Duty, which I knew was going to come, but I want to see what other games will come as well. So I could see a difference from Iwata and the Wii U and this guy with the Switch.
Yeah. For me, honestly, Kimi. Okay, so as Iwata, according to him, like the second generation of Pokemon would have never happened if it wasn't for him. Earthbound would have never been a game if it wasn't for him. And though these big Nintendo games didn't get really popular until later, or they were underground, Iwata had very great ideas. So when it came to gameplay, games were really fun under his watch. Absolutely fun. They were the best thing ever, in my opinion. All his games were brilliant. All of them that he was a part of were so good. And so under his watch, it was good. But then when the Wii U came, one, it's just like everything just kind of fell apart. You know, everything was just messed up. He was so successful on the Wii. And then all of a sudden, like when Iwata wasn't president, Iwata was perfect because he wasn't running the business thing. Iwata didn't really know how to run a business. He was very young. He was in his 50s. And he was just an IT guy. He knew programming. He knew all that stuff. But this time he was a president, dealing with numbers and dealing with all this stuff. He didn't understand how marketing worked. He just assumed that word of the mouth is the way of how it's supposed to go. So Iwata was a genius when it came to game design. But a lot of his games didn't get seen because of the fact that he didn't market it. And he couldn't market it correctly. So he figured, well, in a best idea is that in a way that we can save costs, we can do these things called Nintendo Direct, and we'll release them every month or every other month or whatever. We'll release them and stuff, which was a great idea. But at that point, Wii U was dead underwater. People thought it was a peripheral. So when people did see the Nintendo Direct, people were looking for the controller because they thought that the Wii U was just a controller attachment to their Wii. So whenever they're looking for the controller, say, oh, there's no Wii U controllers here, and that they didn't want to buy a whole new system because they thought the Wii U was already the Wii, and that they were forced to buy a brand new console just to get the controller. So of course, that just, people are like, I ain't gonna spend money on that. And then when they were doing the Smash, they realized Smash is a good game. We need to milk this game for all it's worth. Those Nintendo Directs were really exciting, and they got people to keep watching and keep watching. So he was a genius in that aspect. But then after that, when he started to get sick and everything started to go, information was going away. And then he just felt really, really sad because he disappointed people at the E3 press conference. So now Kimishima steps in to the play. Kimishima was responsible for the advertisement of the Wii. I saw commercials every day for the Wii would like to play. All the time. All the time. And Kimishima knew that the Wii U was going to be a failure. First, he hated the name. He hated how similar the console looked to the Wii, and that the focus was on the controller. He said, this is all wrong. This is all wrong. Well, it was already too late. So they just didn't want to spend any money on commercials if the thing wasn't going to sell. They didn't want to go on talk shows or anything like that because there was no point. So Kimishima says, well, with the new console, that he was going to do it and that he was going to do it his way, which he did. And for the most part, Iwata was starting to open up. He was starting to let new IPs such as Splatoon and ARMS take place. That was under his reign. They were being developed when he was still president. So when he passed, Kimishima now has the thing. However, Kimishima hasn't been president long enough for me to say that he's a great president. He is really good at marketing stuff. He's really good at the number stuff. But we got to see what these games are going to give us. We got to see what Mario Odyssey is going to really do. Already Breath of the Wild is going to be great, but Iwata was alive during that too. So during the development of Breath of the Wild, Iwata was in development with that. Pokemon Sun and Moon, Iwata was in development with that. So this is going to be the first Nintendo console that is literally going to be, after this year, Iwata has no part in it. So until E3 reveals what next year plans are or what next year's E3 is going to be, is going to determine what Iwata is. What Kimishima does as a president. And I feel that Kimishima is a decent president. And I believe he's just going to give the fans what he wants, kind of like what they want, because he has no idea with the gaming thing. So he's going to allow things that Iwata would have never let slide. He's going to let that stuff pass. The fact that he gave Miyamoto a backseat and said, you're just a creative person now. That's all you are. That's fantastic, because Shigeru Miyamoto's ideas were getting stale. Like, Iwata could never say no to Shigeru Miyamoto. That was also a downfall of why games were starting to suck. Because whenever Aonuma would create Zelda, Miyamoto will always go and reprogram it because he didn't like it. So Aonuma would have to go in there with Iwata and have to fix everything that Shigeru Miyamoto messed up. And sometimes the games would get delayed because of what Shigeru Miyamoto did. So the fact that Kimishima is already strict on Shigeru Miyamoto and says, you're just going to advertise, you're the face of Nintendo now. People know your smile, they know your face. You're just going to be the one that's going to show the games and maybe give some ideas or whatever it is, but you're not going to program them. And that's what Kimishima is doing. And in a way, that's a great presidential move. Because Miyamoto let that fame get to his head. He really did. And he let his marriage suffer because of it. And I could just imagine, what's him. He's so, Shigeru Miyamoto is, in his 70s, 80s now. It's, it's scary now. So you have to be prepared. You have to be prepared to make switches. You got to give the little guys a chance to make some new ideas happen. You got to guide them in the right direction of what makes Nintendo, but also give them a chance to throw their ideas of their own and find a way to Nintendo it up. But then again, that's just my opinion.
Okay. That's about it then, because you done said what needs to be said, so that's cool. Does anybody have anything else they'd like to add before we close?
Nah. Street Fighter 2, the final challenge comes out Friday.
Oh, it comes out Friday?
Yeah.
Friday. Oh my God.
Yep.
I completely forgot. Oh my God. Okay. Thank you.
I pre-ordered what is it? The Lego Marvel Superheroes 2 or something for the Vita.
Oh, okay.
They still do pre-orders for the Vita?
Not the Vita, I'm sorry, the Switch.
Oh, okay, I was about to say. Vita has no more games. It's done.
Oh, you know what? One more thing before we go. I haven't really looked into it. Maybe Will has or you, Lynn. But it's talk that Sony maybe try to one up the Switch by their new so-called device that they're supposed to be coming out with this E3, or maybe a handheld that can rival the Switch. Have you guys heard of that? I mean, I heard
about it.
Details.
I heard about it, and let me tell you this: the only way that handheld would work for them is if it's a brand new console completely, because it's just gonna be the Vita again. They better not do the damn proprietary card bullshit. They better not. But I think that Sony would do a good job with it, but it's not going to be great. They're not going to get the third-party support like they thought they were. Look, Nintendo. I mean, PlayStation has its fair share with mobile phones and stuff like that. And I believe that if they were to make a portable version of the PlayStation somehow, if you could play the new God of War, Red Dead Redemption 2 on a handheld, oh my God, it would sell like hotcakes. Oh my God. But that's going to be some very expensive tech. So it's going to surprise me how they would sell something like that. Because it could end up being just like the PSVR and the damn freaking PlayStation Move. It ain't going to sell at all. And they need to be very careful what they do. Because playing Super Smash Brothers on the go is one thing. But if you're just giving us Unit 13 or Little Deviants or something that people are not really caring about, if you're literally separating your teams, the reason why the Switch is so successful is because Nintendo fused their teams together. That's why the Switch is successful. So if PlayStation is going to do this, they need to make sure that every game is on a singular platform from that point on, including their third party. And they need to make sure that it's built that way. And it has to be a new console. Because if it's PS4 stuff, and then let's say that they're using cartridge-based stuff, unless if that stuff can put digital, which these games are huge. So there's no way that you can fit 40 gigabytes on the tiniest card. It would only be able to hold 2 games. Plus, with all those updates, there's no card that can hold your digital games, even if that was the case. So if they had to release it on cartridges, that means you have to rebuy the games that you purchased already. So it's not a good idea that they're doing it. So it has to be a brand new console that they make. So honestly, this is not going to be revealed at E3. I know for a fact that this is not going to be. If it is, they're stupid. But if it's a brand new console, like let's say that they wait 2 years, they really flesh it out, and then they reveal it, and it's actually a decent console, like, ooh, you could do this, you could put it on your TV, you could take it on the go, you could do this, but you can also play games like God of War, and you have all the backwards compatibility and all. If they could do it sell like that, it would sell, blow up, monumental. Nintendo will be in the water again. It will be a Wii U again. But if Sony doesn't do that, it's gonna be a Vita again. It's not gonna sell. It's gonna be too expensive. The cards are not gonna be enough to hold the games. If you have to rebuy all your games again, it's not gonna sell. So that's just my opinion on it. But I don't know.
Yeah.
But I heard about it. But
I'm just waiting on the PlayStation VR to drop down in price. That's all I'm waiting. Because I'll be doing if I get them $500.
I wouldn't even give them $100 for that at this point.
I'm waiting for it to go at least between $199 to $150 before I pick it up, because as you see, they did a big buzz of, and that's one thing. Sony, I never understood Sony why they do this. It's like even with like the handhelds, the PSP, the Vita, the Move, now the virtual headset. It's like they hype it up, they put it out there, and then they don't do nothing with it. They wait for like third party to like pick it up for them and lead the way with it, and it just sits there.
But you can't really sell things like that. See, with Nintendo, when they're selling their stuff, you can sell the Switch because you can show them what you can physically do with it. You can make it a kickstand. You can take the controllers out. You can see that. And then when you actually try it, you know it's going to do that. The thing is that with virtual reality, you can't sell virtual reality without actually physically trying virtual reality. Like, you can't convince me to buy a headset and then show me a crappy-ass image on a TV and expect me to think that, this is going to be great. And then you're telling me I have to physically go to a store to try it. And whenever I try to go to a store to try it, you only do it in events. And I got to wait in a long-ass line for that, for something that I don't even care about. Then on top of that, with the PlayStation Move, it's just an absolute copycat of the Wii. And then you needed to buy a camera with it and all this other extra stuff, and it was just confusing. When the Nintendo, everything came with it. So you didn't even have to worry about it. And then with the Xbox, with the Kinect, nobody wanted the damn camera. Nobody wanted it. It was just a waste of time at E3, and people were upset. Like, honestly, if they show me any PlayStation VR games at the E3 press conference this year, I'm going to be pissed. Because I'm like, I don't want this. I don't want this. Because you can't sell it to me. I have to have this headset in order to see what you're trying to sell me. So the only way that they're going to be able to sell that system, like, okay, for example, the Switch is a console, right? They could, since it's small enough, they can make an attachment that connects to your Switch that you already purchased. And then you just put it on your eyes or something like that. Like, they turn it into they turn the Switch into a headset, and the only thing you got to buy is the headset. That's like $50. That would sell, not PlayStation VR. The only people that are going to buy it are hardcore PlayStation fans or hardcore VR fans. That is it. Nobody else is going to buy it. There's no market for that. I've never tried VR before. And every time I go to a store, I still don't see a display. So I can't try it. Yeah, so therefore, I don't care.
They won't do a display without an
employee.
A Sony employee, because it has to be hooked up to the PlayStation, and then there's cords. You know what I'm saying? So to have that like in Target or something like that, or Walmart, hooked up to the PlayStation with cords dangling in the aisle, yeah, I can see people breaking their neck and suing. Because yeah, I tripped over this headset fucking cord that just dangling all through the aisle, which I had a chance to play it, and it's the cords are long. When I played it at Best Buy, the cords are long, and I couldn't see them having a setup where the cords are just dangling in front of you or on the side of you, and people are, walking around and trip and rip the headset off your head, or they fall themselves. Yeah, that's a hazard. So they have to have a rep there to do everything for you, to set it up, put it on your head.
Yeah, I know, but that's not going to sell. So they made it very inconvenient for people who want to actually try it. Like for me, I want to try it, but every time when they have an event, it's either once a week or once. No, not even once a week. Like once a month or once every 3 months, and then there's a huge ass line that I don't have time to wait in to try something.
Yeah.
Like, do you really want to go and wait in line to try something? I mean, for me, if I was going to E3, I expect to wait in line. But I have many, many choices of things that I want. Like, I actually want to play Super Mario Odyssey, so I'm going to wait in that line. I actually want to play Tekken 7, so I'm going to wait in that line. I want to play God of War. I'm going to wait in that line. I can do that, and the lines will be separate, and everything will be okay. But this is for one thing, and they only have one headset available, which makes it even worse. And it's only at certain Best Buys, not all Best Buys. So you can't sell this to nobody. So of course it's not going to sell. The Vita, they did have displays, but it wasn't at every GameStop. The Vitas were good and whatnot, but it was the proprietary memory cards that killed them. The fact that they were almost the same price as half the console. That's why it failed so badly. It failed so badly. The Vita would have been the best if they just used regular memory cards. And the Vita would have sold. I'm telling you, the Vita would have sold if they just had regular memory cards. And then people would have actually been excited to see Vita games on the lineup. But then nobody wanted to see Vita games because nobody bought the Vita. And because of that, there you go. There's nothing. So, that's honestly, like I said, all this is just strictly my opinion. But, things could have been different. I'm not a business person. I don't know how this stuff works. But at the same time, based on me being a consumer, you are not going to sell me on PlayStation VR. You are not going to sell me on the PlayStation Move, and you're not going to sell me on a handheld device. I would next time when Sony releases a handheld device, I learned my lesson from the Vita. Don't buy it day one. Wait a year or two and see if it actually has games and it actually has support and it actually has all this stuff, because I've been gypped. And same thing with Xbox One. I've been gypped. And the thing is that I'm learning my lesson too, because these consoles are coming with more glitches every generation. Or there's no support, or there's something, nothing is stable anymore. Like when you got a Super Nintendo and Sega Genesis, you knew that whichever console you got, you were still good. It was going to be supported to the end of it. But there's some consoles that didn't, all the other consoles that people don't know the names of, except for the Sega ones. Like Sega CD didn't sell, Sega Dreamcast didn't sell. All these things, it was just poor timing and bad things. So the thing is that Vita wasn't poor timing. It was in a good timing. The problem is those proprietary memory cards killed it. And the price of the console itself killed it. They're like, you expect me to pay $300 and I still don't got a game yet?
Yep.
No. So, honestly, so Sony needs to learn how, if they're going to sell something, they need to have it reasonably priced. Because look at the PS3, the price will retail at $599 US. Really? It don't matter how you try to sell it. That price tag ain't gonna sell it. $500 is not gonna make people buy Risk VR. How much is it? 400 or 500?
It's $399 with just a headset. And if you want everything with the move and camera headset in the game or something, demo game, it's $399. No, $499.
Nope. I'm not buying it. You expect me to spend more than I actually do on the console for a headset? And some controllers? Are you kidding me? No. 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 They're crazy. They are crazy. Their thought process is so twisted. I don't even understand. Whoever is doing marketing for Sony needs to freaking get fired. And they need to be replaced with somebody who knows what they're doing. I mean, Nintendo, yes, is known for ripping people off too by constantly making you rebuy games that you already bought like 4 or 5 times in a row. But their games are quality though. Their games are quality. They have that nostalgia factor attachment to them. They give you a reason to buy stuff. But like, I'm not excusing that either, by the way. But Nintendo has always been, you know, fair with their stuff to an extent. Sony has always been very unfair when selling new stuff. Like, of course, Nintendo will always sell a new 3DS, a new version of the 3DS. Now they have the 2DS XL, and they have all this other stuff. But you don't have to buy it. You don't have to buy it. You don't need it. You don't need it. It's just a new version of what you already have. That's all it is. So you don't need to buy it. So it's just a way to constantly re-advertise something that you already have. And that's the way technically it should be. And then especially when they reveal a PlayStation Pro, you expect me to spend $400 on the PlayStation Pro plus another $500 on a headset, a demo game, and 2 controllers?
And a camera.
And a camera that I'm only going to use for that. No. 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 For that, I might as well buy a freaking gaming rig PC at that price with the Oculus Rift. Why would I do that? Why would I spend that much on Sony when it's an inferior experience compared to Oculus Rift and Vive?
Yeah. Well, plus you forgot you need a 4K TV for the Pro, so.
Exactly. So add that on top of that. You know, it's just too much. They want so much money. You have to be super rich. You have to be super rich if you want everything from Sony. But for me, I like the games that they offer. They do give good games. If it's just the system and the games, I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. I'm okay with Nintendo and just the games, and I'm okay with Xbox and just games, because at the end of the day, I'm not going to use this for Netflix. I'm not going to use it as a DVD player. I'm not going to use it's cool that these options are there. But at the end of the day, I'm going to be doing one thing, and that's games. That's it. That's it. Like with the Switch, I'm okay with that. The only thing I wish that it had was I wish I had more games right now, but it doesn't. So I'm not really playing it because I already played Mario Kart 8 on the Wii U so much that, you know, I'm not really getting the urge to want to constantly play it again on the Switch. I mean, only when I'm bored or something like that, but I already played the hell out of Mario Kart. So it's like, eh. And then Breath of the Wild was so good, but I beat it already. And, you know, like... like, what else is there? But anyways, I'm sorry. I'm talking too damn much. Sorry, I had to let all that out. Thank you, guys. I had to let it all out.
Therapeutic.
Therapeutic, yes, very therapeutic.
All right. Anybody else have anything else to add?
No.
No, just Street Fighter is coming out this Friday. That's about it.
Are y'all getting physical or digital?
Physical.
Physical. I want to get it physical. Yeah.
Well, to those of you who do not know how to delete or move on your PlayStation. God damn it.
Switch.
On the Nintendo Switch, I have a video up. So Yeah, I guess on that note, we'll go ahead and end the podcast, have everyone do their outros, and that'll be it. Thank you all for tuning in. We had a great turnout. We had lots of comments and questions and things of that nature. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and do that, and that'll be it for this particular podcast. Episode 61, guys. 61.
61. Dang.
That is really good. All right, so Dirty, let everybody know who you are and where they can find you.
What's up, people? This is Dirty. You can catch me at my channel on YouTube, the Old Dirty 33, where I do a lot of yada yada. And yeah, talk to you guys later.
And Will I Am, let everybody know who you are and where they can find you.
Hello, everybody. I'm Will from The Will of Gaming. You guys can find me on VidMe at The Will of Gaming, one word. Or you guys can find me on Twitch at twitch.tv/The Will of Gaming. I'm going to be live streaming tomorrow for 2 hours at 9 a.m. Mountain Standard Time. And I'm going to be streaming for like 2 hours, and I'm also going to be streaming ARMS on Friday night. So if you guys are interested and you guys want to follow, be sure to check out my Twitch.
Oh, that'll be good.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. Again, thank you all for watching. I will leave links to everyone's channels below. If you are not currently subscribed to the channel, be sure to hit that subscribe button for more videos coming here in the near future. This is Lynn, aka iPod One Reviewer, and you've tuned in to Between Gamers Podcast, episode number 61 with the Skeleton Crew. Until next time, guys, take care, be safe, love one another, and we'll see you all later. Peace.
VI is the best.
Said no one.